Okay, guys, we have to start. Let's just start the turn.
That wasn't good enough for me. I said, who is ready for camp? Okay. So, every camp has rules, right? Yes, every camp has rules. Okay, let's go over a few of them. What's that thing around y'all's neck? This is the easiest rule to follow, but somehow somebody messes it up. One of the rules is not to eat your name tag. But somebody always eats their name tag. I mean, not just like nibble or chew on it. I mean, it totally is gone. So let's try not eat our name tags. Here's another one. Don't eat your friend's name tag. I know it may sound good, but don't eat your friend's name tag or a stranger's name tag. That's just nasty. You don't know where that's been. They could have dropped it in the toilet. No. Okay, another one. Be on time. Be on time. Here's a key. It applies in life too. If the clock says 9 o'clock and it starts at 9 o'clock, you're late. If you're 10 minutes early, that means you're on time. So don't show up when it says 9 o'clock for celebration. No, show up 5 minutes before. Hey. Okay. Apparently I've been instructed by the great person back there that we need all the kids in these first two sections. They like y'all in the first two sections. So if you're over here, I need you to move. Watch. Get up and move to the middle rows. And if you're over here, get up and move to the middle rows. We should have enough room. Now here's another one. Please, I cannot stress this enough. Please flush the toilet. Please. Okay, please flush the toilet. Here's another one. I want everybody to raise your arms up. Oh, please put them down, they stink. Please wear deodorant. If you don't have deodorant, I have some. I will gladly share. I have plenty in my office just for camp. I don't know, whatever I hand you. Please wear deodorant. So who likes to eat? Okay, don't skip in line. I can tell you how to be first in line. Do you want to know the secret? Nope, it's not being on time. Y'all are close though. Nope, not get there early either. We have a competition. I love competition. Okay? There's always going to be winners and losers in life, and we're going to teach you right now. Okay, to be first in line, all you have to do is keep your room clean. You think it's easy. Okay? It's actually really hard, especially for guys. But we're going to have one guy dorm and one girl dorm. We're going to have all the counselors look at all the rooms and agree upon one room who has the cleanest one. And they get to be the first in line. Okay? At breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Every day. No, not every day. Just for one day. Okay? So that's how you can be first in line. No, well, we'll do a different group every day. Let's see. Okay, shirts. Everybody got a shirt. If not, you'll get one tomorrow. Don't wear your shirts till Wednesday. Wednesdays, we're going to take a group picture. Okay? Say, I got it. When are you going to wear your shirts? Not Thursday. What about tomorrow? Wednesday. We're going to wear it Wednesday. Okay, and here's the last two. No guys near the girls' dorm. No girls near the guys' dorm. That's simple. That is simple. Okay? You can pass it. That's simple. You can pass it. But don't go up and down the rows. Okay? Say, I got it. Do you really have it? Or did you ignore me? Okay. So I want y'all to stand up. Okay, shh. This is important time. Important time. Okay, now we're about to enter a time of worship. Okay? Worship is an outward expression of your love for God. Okay? We're going to have my helpers. Where are my helpers? Because I'm not doing this alone. My helpers are going to come up here, and we're going to kind of show y'all some motions. It's okay if you can't dance. Motions are not that important. But as long as you worship God is all that matters.
I've heard 1,000 stories of what they think you're like, but I've heard tender whispers of love in the dead of night, and you tell me that you're pleased and that I'm never alone. You're a good, good father. It's who you are. It's who you is amazing grace. This is unfailing love. That you would take my place. That you would bear my cross. You laid down your life. That I would be set free. Oh, Jesus, I sing for all that you've done for me. Who brings our chaos back into order? Who makes the orphan a son and daughter? The King of glory, the King of glory, who rules the nations with truth and justice, shines like the sun in all of its brilliance. The King of glory, the King above all kings. Yeah, this is amazing grace. This is unfailing love. That you would take my place. That you would bear my cross. You laid down your life. That I would be set free. Oh, Jesus, I sing for all that you've done for me. Worthy is the one we praise. Worthy is the King who conquered the grave. Worthy is the one we praise. Worthy is the King who conquered the grave. Worthy is the one we praise. Worthy, worthy. This is amazing grace. This is unfailing love. That you would take my place. That you would bear my cross. You laid down your life. That I would be set free. Oh, Jesus, I sing for all that you've done for me. All that you've done for me.
So raise your hand if you raise your hand if you brought your Bible. Okay, good, good. I'm proud of y'all. Okay, well now it's time to learn a lesson. Okay, so our camp pastor for the week. Our camp pastor for the week. Anybody want to know his name? No. That was me last year. Brother Mike. Good job. Brother Mike. Okay, on the count of 3. Can you do this? On the count of 3. I want y'all to go, Brother Mike, Brother Mike, Brother Mike. Okay, on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Thank you, Jason. Man, that's so weak. What's up with that? All right. Are you guys excited to be at Kids Camp? I almost believe you. Are you excited to be at Kids Camp? Man, that was pretty good. Who thinks they are the youngest person in the building? Who's the youngest person? Let's see here. Youngest, besides itty bitty here. Hey, I see you. How old did you say? 3 months or something like that? Wow. Mine used to be 3 months. Now they're 14 and 12. All right. How old are you? You're 7? Wow. And how old are you? You're 7 also? I'm only 8 years old. What are you saying? I'm old? 21. I like you. What is your name? All right. What did you say again? Aiden? Aiden, nice to meet you. 27. You're going up, man. I like you a little less than him. All right. Well, I'm excited to be here. If you see me out and about with you or at lunch or breakfast, dinner, at the games, you can call me Mr. Mike. All right? That'll be all right. You can call me Mr. Mike, and that'll be good. And I'll try to learn all of your names. I come from Forest Hill, Louisiana. I don't know if anybody knows where that is. That's okay. It's only about a 2-hour drive from here. You know where Forest Hill is? Oh, very cool. All right. You may be the only one in here. In fact, I think you were the only one. You raised your hand. So, but I'm from Forest Hill. I have a beautiful wife. Her name is Heidi. She wasn't able to come with me because she is with our boys. Noah, who is 14, he is playing basketball all week, and so my wife has to take him to all his games. And then my youngest son, Jack, he was with me at youth camp, and then he had kids camp last week with our church, and so he's been at camp for 2 weeks, and Heidi would not let him come to 3 straight weeks of camp. She wanted to see Jack some. So, but she was okay with me leaving, and that's all right. So I get to be here with you, and we're going to have a great time. And I know that I've only got about 20 minutes of your best attention. So what I want you to do real quick is to turn on your attention. All right, let me have your ears. All right, and let's learn a couple of things. If at any time I am talking and I see that you're getting out of line and going somewhere you shouldn't go and talking to your neighbor and cutting up and laughing or hollering out when you shouldn't, I may say something like this, okay? I'll say, all eyes on me, and then what you'll do is you'll look at me and you'll say, all eyes on you. All right, so let's practice it. All eyes on me. Do I have all of your eyes? Let me see. All right, all eyes on me. That's pretty simple, right? Now, I like to have a good time. Does anybody like to have a good time? So we're going to make this as fun as possible. So I need 3 volunteers real quick. And you don't even know what you're volunteering for, so you're crazy. All right? 3 volunteers. Oh, you are Kendall. I like that name. All right, Kendall, come on down here. Let's give it up for Kendall. Oh, yeah. Woo! Way to go, Kendall. You're awesome. All right. And then my friend Aiden, you said, right? Hayden with an H. All right, come on down here. Let's go. Give it up for Hayden. Oh, yeah. Yep. Very nice. Don't they look lovely and studly? All right. And one more. Let's see. I'm looking for someone. And I met you, didn't I? Your name is Bill. It's not Bill? What is it? Camden. Come on down, Camden. You look like you're about 6, right? Yeah, you told me that. That's how I knew that. All right, you guys come up on the stage here. All right, this is going to be fantastic. All right, I need one of you. Come over here, Hayden. You kneel down right here and face that way. All right, come over here, Camden. You're going to kneel down like I am, facing that way. Go ahead, kneel down. And Kendall, why don't you go ahead and kneel down right there? All right, here we go. I've got a spoon for you, a spoon for you, and a spoon for you. And here we go. I've got a bowl for you. And those of you that are in charge of cleaning stuff, don't worry, this shouldn't be bad. All right, here you go. I'm not going to ruin the rug. They may ruin the rug, but I'm not going to ruin the rug. All right. Now, let me pull out something here. I'm going to use this one myself. How many of you think you know what I'm going to pull out? Oh, man, you can see through the bag. What's up with that? All right. Here's you a tube of toothpaste. Here's you a tube of toothpaste. And here's you a tube of toothpaste. All right. Now, when I say go, and you have to be very careful, because if you're not very careful, it's going to set a bad tone for the rest of the week. All right? So what we're going to do is when I say go, you are going to take the lid off of your toothpaste, okay? And then you are going to squeeze all of it into the bowl as fast as you can. And once you do that, I will give you another command, okay? All right. So when your tube is empty, I want you to put it in this bag so we don't throw it on the carpet. All right. Are you ready? Let's hear it from him. You guys ready? Let's hear it for him. Who's going to win? Is Kendall going to win? Oh, yeah. Kendall's going to win. What about Hayden? Who's going to win? Come on. And what about Camden? Oh, yeah. On your mark. Make sure you hold it over the bowl. Get set. Go! Come on, get it off. Go, go, go. Get it all out. Go, 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 go. Go, go, go. All right, just throw it on top of the bag. There you go. All right. All right. All right, you got it. All right, very good. Now, I want you to take the spoon and put it back into the tubes. No, what did you say? You can't do that? Okay, all right, go ahead and stop. They said you can't do that. Yeah, you're showing us right now that you can't do it. Go ahead and lick that off your hand. Oh, that's beautiful. Is that good? That's good stuff. All right, go ahead and put it back in here. We're going to leave that right there. Thank you, guys. Give it up for our contestants up here. Very, very nicely done. Now, Hayden, were you able to get any toothpaste back into the tube? I don't think so. Pretty sure you did. And if I'm looking over here at Kendall, she may have got a little bit on the rug, but we'll just say that that part of the rug will be a little bit cleaner than the rest of it, all right? And so that goes right along with what I'm going to talk about tonight, all right? And we'll get back to this in just a second. But before we do, I would like to pray for you. You guys ready to pray? All right, bow your head, close your eyes. Lord, I thank you for every single person in this place under the sound of my voice. Lord, we open up our hearts right now to receive from your word. I pray, Lord, that you would help me, Holy Spirit, speak through me in a way that every single child, whether they're the youngest person in here or the oldest person, God, that we would all be able to understand what it is that you desire for us to learn from your word. We love you, and we give tonight into your hands. And everyone said, amen. All right. Now, very quickly, I want to do something with you real quick. How many of you have ever played the game, What Am I? What am I? And if you're confused as to what am I is, we're about to help you out. And I want you to guess with me. Go ahead and put your hands down. What I'm going to do is I am pretending to be something, all right? And I'm going to tell you about myself. I'm going to describe myself to you, and you're going to have to guess what I am or who I am or what I'm doing, okay? So if you think you have an idea, you can just holler it out at me, and when someone gets it right, then I'll tell you if you got it right, okay? So here we go. What am I? I can hide or I can show myself. Now remember all these questions. I haven't heard it yet. I am made up of many muscles. Like muscles like this. I have like Bugs Bunny muscles, you guys. All right. I am usually always wet, but sometimes I feel dry. Shh. Hey, now hold on a second. All eyes on me? All right, when you say all eyes on you, that means you're quiet too. All right. Now, remember, I have many muscles, okay? Remember I said that. All of these are clues, so don't forget the other ones that I say. All right, some of you are like, you're a tire. No, I'm not a tire. A tire's not made out of muscles. Come on, man. All right, so I can hurt people or help people. So I'll go over them again real quick. I can hide or I can show myself. I am made up of many muscles. I am usually always wet, but sometimes I feel dry, and I can hurt people or help people. Yes, ma'am, you're raising your hand. Hello, Forest Hill. What's up? A jellyfish? Ooh, that was a pretty good guess. I like that. Okay, next clue. I can be curled and sometimes rolled. What do you think? Your name is Kinley, right? Is that right? Okay, I can't see your tag because I can see. You don't have a guess? You give up already? You raised your hand. Were you just airing out your armpits? All right. Next thing, I am usually pink. Uh-oh. Somebody might get it. What do you think? A tongue. Let's give it up for. Very nice. What do we have for? I have a tube of toothpaste. Do you want that? Did you forget your toothpaste this week? All right. So it is a tongue. I am a tongue. I am usually wet. Sometimes I feel dry. I'm pink. I can hurt people or I can help people. We're going to talk about it. All right. Very quick, I want to show you today's power verse. Power verse is just a fancy name for a memory verse, all right? So we're going to look up at the screen. Here's today's power verse. And what I want you to do is look up there. For the mouth speaks what the heart is full of. All right, everyone point at your mouth. For the mouth speaks what the heart is full of. All right, let's say it together on the count of 3. All right, I'm going to come out here in the audience because I'm one of you. We're going to say the power verse. 1, 2, 3. For the mouth speaks what the heart is full of. 12:34. How about one more time? For the mouth speaks what the heart is full of. Matthew 12:34. So that is tonight's power verse, and I would really, really love it if all of you could have that memorized. And we'll play a little game with it here in just a little bit. But be thinking about that verse. For the mouth speaks what the heart is full of. That's what we're going to talk about. Remember, we said one of the things about our tongues is sometimes they can hurt people and sometimes they can help people. I not only have a power verse, but I also have a big idea. Do you guys want to know what the big idea is? All right, let's see the big idea. The big idea, and this has motions with it, okay? And I'm going to try to do it with the microphone. But here's what happens. What goes in, and you're going to point at your heart, always comes out. Like throw up. All right. Now, don't actually throw up, all right? I don't want to see your rolls and your spaghetti on the floor here, okay? So, when I say at any time during the service, while you're in here, if I holler out, hey, what's the big idea? What do you think you're going to do? You're going to stand up, and you're going to stand up. Come on, stand up. Hey, what's the big idea? And you're going to stand up. All right, now we got to get it together because that was like everywhere. It sounded like this. All right, is that what I said the big idea is? No. All right, so everybody sit back down. Sit back down unless you're holding a baby. You can just stay standing. All right, she's going to sit down. All right. Hey, what's the big idea? Always comes. All right, that was pretty good. So you guys be ready. If I say that question, you better be ready so you'll have to be listening, right? All right, so here we go. Did you know that your tongue has a lot of power? Did you know that you actually have superpowers? Now, you can raise your hand if you want to answer my question real quick. Who is your favorite superhero? I don't want you to holler out. I want you to raise your hand, not your voice. What is the name of your favorite superhero? How about you right here? Wonder Woman. Now, what is her superpower? She's just wonderful. She has a lasso that makes people tell the truth. So you can like wrap it around somebody and they have to tell you everything about them. Wow, that's amazing. All right. How about a boy? Who is your favorite superhero right here? Batman. Okay. Now, does Batman have any superpowers? He doesn't have any superpowers, does he? He's rich. I guess that could be used for good. All right. All right. Now, How about you? Hold on. I'm talking to her. Yes. Who? Jack Off the Incredible. What can he do? Have you seen the new movie? I haven't seen it yet. When he sneezes, he shoots out fire? Man. Now, let me tell you about my favorite superhero. Shh. All eyes on me. Now, my favorite superhero is Wolverine. Wolverine is the coolest dude ever. Now, he has indestructible claws, and he can heal himself. Now, if he could shoot webs out of his arms, then I would look into trying to become like Spider Wolverine, all right? That would be the coolest thing ever, is if you could be both of them put together. But each of us has superpowers. Shh. We each have superpowers. And you know where our superpower is at? It's in our tongue, in our mouths. Shh. Listen up. I know I'm going to lose you soon, so you need to pay attention to me. In Proverbs 18:21, it says that the power of life and death is in our tongues. That's pretty powerful, isn't it? That means that the words that we speak either have life in them or they have death in them. And I know what you may be thinking. You're thinking, man, death? That's really crazy. Well, really what death means is the things that we say, they can hurt people. And when we say life, that means that the words that we say can help people. And so when we speak death or we speak negatively about somebody, it can really be hurtful. How many of you have ever been hurt by somebody's words before? Anybody ever been hurt? Shh, I don't need all that. Yeah, I've been hurt by people's words before. How many of you have ever been helped by somebody's words before? Somebody encouraged you or made you feel good about yourself or said that you did a good job. Now, what's the difference? How did you feel when somebody said hurtful things to you? You feel sad? How else do you feel? Like you were dirt? Sometimes you just don't feel like you're very valuable, right? You feel left out. Come on, guys. Now, how did you feel when somebody said helpful things or nice things to you? Thankful. Very good. I like that. Very thoughtful answer. Yes. Yeah. That you were appreciated. I like that too. How many of you think that our words or your words have hurt somebody before? Yeah. I know that I have. How do you think that made the people feel that you spoke? Maybe made them feel angry? How do you think they felt when you said hurtful things? Sad? The same way you feel, or the same way you felt when somebody said hurtful things to you. Now, let me ask you a very serious question real quick. All right? What do you think, and I want you to raise your hand to answer this. Don't just holler out at me. Sometimes we'll holler. This time I want you to be serious and raise your hand. What do you think the toothpaste game had to do with our words? What do you think? Why do you think that we did that? Was I just being crazy and ridiculous? What do you think? What comes in, comes out, okay? And then what was the second part of the game that I asked them to do, Hayden? You couldn't put it back in, right? How many of you have ever said something before and wished that you could just suck the words right back into your face? Right? But just like the tube of toothpaste, sometimes we have negative things that just flow right out of us. Right out of us, just like the toothpaste went right into that bowl. It just comes out. It's not difficult. We don't even have to think to say bad things about people, right? Sometimes we even say bad things about ourselves, and we may feel bad about it after we say negative things or hurtful things to people, and we wish we could take it back. But can you put those words back in your mouth as if it never happened? No, you can't. And so what I want you to understand today is, hey, what's the big idea? What comes in always comes out. Okay? And so what do you think is important about that? We need to make sure that we put good things in our hearts. Okay? How do we put good things into our hearts? Do we take a tube and we open up our chest and stick it in there like a doctor? And then we get some of our favorite drinks, some Coca-Cola, and put it at the other end of the tube and just dump it in there. Oh, yeah, my heart's getting full of really good things right now. Or maybe put some ice cream from the concession stand down in there. Oh, yeah, I saw some of you eating all that chocolate. So I know your heads are about to spin and pop off your bodies. So we're going to get this done. But how do you get good things into your heart? How do you get good things into your heart? Yes. You surround yourself with good people, good friends. Do you think a good friend is somebody that always makes fun of others? No. Do you think a good friend is somebody that tries to get you to do things you know are wrong? No. Let me tell you a story about some of my friends. Now, when I was in elementary school, listen up, this is a great story. When I was in elementary school, my house was the place to be because it was walking distance from my school. I would walk home from school, and a lot of times, all of my friends would walk home with me, and we would go to my house, and we would play outside at my house, okay? I had a basketball court. I had a big, long yard, so we could play football sometimes. Sometimes we played baseball. Sometimes we'd even put up a net and play tennis, and we would do all kinds of stuff. My house was the place to be. And I remember the worst part of playing was when my mom came out and said, "Son, it's time to come in for dinner." And do you think I wanted to go in? No. Do you think I wanted to go eat broccoli? No. Do you think I wanted to go eat green beans? No, I did not. I didn't want any of that stuff. And so my friends would start telling me, "You need to just tell your mom no and stay outside sometimes, and just you don't need to go in. You can just stay out here with us. There are a lot more of us than there are of her. You don't have to listen to her." And I would tell them, "No, I got to listen to my mom. I'm going to honor my mom." I knew what the right thing to do was, and so I was like, I'm not going to listen to them. But they kept coming to me and coming to me and coming to me. And so eventually I started thinking, well, maybe it's not a bad thing if I stay outside longer, or if I disobey her and don't go in, and I don't want to listen to her. And so I remember this one time, they finally convinced me to stay outside. So my mom came, she opened up the door, we were playing baseball, and she said, "Michael, it's time for you to come in, and your friends need to go home." And I looked at her and I said, "No, ma'am, we are not done, and I am not coming in to eat broccoli." And we had this tree in our yard. Or actually, it was our neighbor's yard that had all these berries on it, and they would fall to the ground. And so my friends and I had picked up a bunch of berries, and when she came out and she was telling me, "You better come in the house now," we started throwing berries at her. And she was getting hit, and we were like, "Hey, hey, 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 hey." We were having a great time laughing, and I thought everything was great. She went back into the house, and so I thought I had won. I was like, "Woo-hoo-hoo! I'm the champion. I'm going to play until it gets dark. And then I'm going to go in and still not eat my broccoli." Okay? But I didn't know that she went in and called my dad. And when my dad got home, he pulled in the driveway, and I'd gone inside by then because it was dark when he came home. But he knew all about what I had done, and I thought I had got away with it. But had I got away with it? Do you think that I got in trouble? I got a whooping, and I got grounded. I was not allowed to watch TV. I wasn't allowed to do anything. I wasn't allowed to go outside. You know why? Because I allowed my friends to convince me to do the wrong thing, and I was putting that stuff in my heart that they were saying about my mom. Even though I knew it was wrong, I was letting it get in there, and then it came out of my mouth. And it not only came out of my mouth, I didn't just disrespect her with my words and tell her, "No, I'm not going to listen to you." I disrespected her with my actions too. And so I want to encourage you, because what you put in is going to come out. And so we need to spend time praying. We need to spend time reading God's word. Like I said at the very beginning with the power verse, if you can remember that for the mouth speaks what the heart is full of. Okay, if you can remember that, you need to remember other verses too. You need to put those things in your heart. You need to feed yourself good things just like you would feed your body food so that you feel good. You want to put good things into your heart. You want to watch things that are respectful. If you watch cartoons or you watch movies or you watch shows on TV or on Netflix or YouTube or whatever you do, and if those things have a bad influence on you, they may have scenes where kids are disrespectful to their parents or when they're calling each other's names or making fun of one another. When you watch those things and you listen to those things, they get down into your heart and eventually they come out of your mouth. And then you say something like I did to my mom, very disrespectful, and I hurt her feelings. And I have a feeling that some of us have hurt people with our words before. And we have to be so careful with our words because just like the tube of toothpaste, once they come out of our mouths, they can't go back in. All right? So, what's the big idea? What goes in to your heart always comes out. So it's important for us to put good things in our hearts, okay? Because our words are very powerful. Our words are our superpowers. They can bring life or they can bring death. So can you guys throw the power verse up there one more time? Let's look at it. Matthew 12:34. We're waiting for it. Power verse. There it is. All right, I want to do something with this real quick. 2 volunteers. We're going to leave that up there. 2 volunteers. You got to be very fast and very, 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 very able to read. Okay? All right. Let me get some people that have been paying very good attention and that have their hand. How about the 2 young ladies right there sitting by each other on the back? Yeah, with the stripes on and the dark colored shirt. Yeah, you 2 that are like, who, us? Yeah, come on. All right. All right, here's what we're going to do. Now, I don't want this to be destroyed, so we're going to put it right here in front of you. Don't prop your feet up on it. Don't take it for a ride. Okay, you guys are going to start right here, and when I say go, you're going to run this way, like this. And you're going to come right back here where you're standing, and you're going to go, for the mouth speaks what the heart is full of, Matthew 12:34, and then you'll be done. You're going to go, when I say go, you're going to go around the same way back to here, and whoever gets back first wins a tube of toothpaste. Actually, you'll win a candy bar that I'll bring to you tomorrow night, all right? Or actually, I'll buy you whatever you want, one thing out of the snack shack, all right? So you know what to do? On your mark, get set, go! Cheer for him. Let's go. Let's hear for him. Come on. Hey! Dude, you could have beat her. Because she was like, all right, so you won. What is your name? Madison. Give it up for Madison. Thank you very much. And let's give it up for our runner-up. Thank you very much. All right, 2 boys, here we go. So Madison, make sure you find me afterward and I'll get you something out of the snack shack or the concession stand. All right, these guys got to be about the same age. So how old are you? 7, come on down, here we go. Who else is 7? All right, LSU, come on down, here we go. Dun, 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 dun. All right, you guys understand what to do, right? You do? Are you sure? Can you read? See, it's not just a battle of speed and athleticism. It's a battle of being able to read. On your mark, get set, go! Give it up for him. Here we go. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, it's pretty close. Don't run into each other. Up top, dude. Very nicely done. Oh, man, I don't know where your hair has been. I guess that's going to be that'll be a little worse off later in the week when he hasn't showered for 3 days. Here we go. There you go. All right. Very good. Hey, what's the big idea? All right. Did you learn something tonight? Okay. Let me pray for you. I want you, all eyes on me. All right. Bow your heads, close your eyes. Lord, I thank you for all of the kids that are in here and for the excitement that we have, the expectation for camp. Lord, if there be anybody in here that is having a hard time controlling their tongue, Lord, I pray that after tonight they would begin to think before they speak. God, that they would realize that what they say can't go back in. But Lord, if they've made some mistakes, I pray that you would help them to make things right. Maybe they have said some things that have hurt people. And God, I pray if that's the case, that you would help them to be strong and to do what they know is right so that they can make things better. If you're here real quick with your head bowed and your eye closed, heads bowed, eyes closed, real quick, don't look at me. If I can see your eyeballs, then they're not closed. If you're here and you say, Mr. Mike, I know I have said some things that have hurt people. Maybe I've hurt my friend, or maybe I've hurt people that I don't even know with my words, or maybe I've been disrespectful to my parents, and I need Jesus to forgive me for that. If that's you, I want you just to slip your hand up real quick. I said some things that I know are not good. I've been disrespectful. Please pray for me. Okay, I want everybody in here to repeat this after me. Even if you didn't raise your hand, you can repeat it after me. Say, Dear Jesus, I love you. Please forgive me for the hurtful things that I have said to others. Please help me to go and make things right. Please help me to think before I speak. My desire is to put good things in my heart so that good things will come out of my mouth. In Jesus' name, amen. All right, very good.